All right, Burgundy and Gold Nation, before we get into this episode, I have to ask, man, please subscribe to this channel. This channel needs your support. We're going to build this channel from the ground up. I'm bringing you weekly Commander content. All you have to do is subscribe. And the best thing about subscribing, it's absolutely free. It won't cost you 1 penny. All right, Nation, let's get into it.
Hail to the commanders! Hail victory! Fight for our commanders! Fight for all we see!
All right, Burgundy and Gold Nation, this is Commanders Talk, and it's your boy, T-May, and I'm back in the building. The Burgundy and Gold defeated, victorious against the Las Vegas Raiders today, 41-24. We needed this victory, man. We got it. No doubt about it. We needed this one. To me, it was almost a must-win. I hate to say that in week 3, but we're trying to keep pace with the Eagles, which means we cannot let these type of games slip through our fingertips, man. We got to win these kind of games. And we pulled it out. 41 points today behind a backup quarterback in Marcus Mariota, who actually played great today, besides that one fumble. We'll talk about that later. But my man Marcus Mariota played a great game today, man. He was a nice game manager. He came in and did exactly what a backup quarterback is supposed to do. Hang 41. He did good, man. That's my guy, Marcus Mariota. He played a great game today, man. So I'm going to take a look at some of my notes from this game. And some of this stuff you may agree on, some stuff you may not. But let's dive right in. So Deebo Samuels was huge today. On kickoff returns, opening kickoff return, man, he goes 69 yards. Man, we needed that spark, especially on offense. We needed that from my man Deebo. I was a little worried about him returning kicks. But, hey, he's doing a great job. I just don't want him to get hurt. Even though that's a part of the game, I get it. But he's doing a great job. He gives us the best chance to win on returning kicks. So you got to stick him out there, right? My man Andrew Wiley. And I thought he was going to start at right tackle. I thought he was going to pull Josh Conley Jr., the rookie, after he had that debacle of a game against Micah Parsons and the Packers. They left him in there. Andrew Wiley came in and played right guard for Allegretti. And actually looked better. The running game looked better today. Chris Paul. Chris Paul got the start at left guard. What does this mean? Brandon Coleman, he wasn't injured. It was the coach's decision to bench him. Now, that was one of my guys I thought was going to step in at that left guard spot and just dominate. He struggled the first 2 weeks of the season, man. So they went with Chris Paul at left guard, and Chris Paul actually looked better today. So is that going to light that spark under Brandon Coleman? I hope so. That's a big young dude, man. We need him out there to ball out at that spot. We need him. So he got the start. Chris Paul got to start over Brandon Coleman today. Chris Rodriguez got to start at running back, and he looked pretty good. The running game today was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. Average 6.3 yards per carry, man. That's pretty good. Marcus Mariota, once he settled down, because he's in the beginning he was trying to play that hero ball. With Marcus Mariota, that's what he do. He comes in the game, he starts the game, he wants to be the hero. Once he settled down after that fumble, game manager Marcus Mariota, the Mariota man, he looked great. He led us to 41 points, and that's what we needed from this guy. Just hold it down, manage the game until JD5 can come back. And that's what he did, man. The Stealth Squad, they struggled again today. Now, who's the problem behind this? Is it Joe Wicks Jr.'s scheme? It's definitely a communication problem. You saw it last week against the Packers. They for some reason the corners were just trailing guys all over the field instead of passing guys off. They fixed that today, but then they still had some communication errors and gave up 2 big touchdowns. I don't know what the problem is, man. I don't know if it's Joe Witt or if it's the corners. I really don't know right now. I got to dig a little deeper into this, but for right now, you got to put it on the coaching, because they should not be having communication issues in week 3 of the regular season. You shouldn't have this. And they having these problems, man. And it's a big problem. We got to clean this up. The refs were bad today. 3 huge missed calls. They missed the offside today by the Raiders, man. The guy jumped offside. They gave us a free play. Jada Lane should have made that. He should have caught the touchdown. But that's besides the point. The guy jumped offside clearly, and they did not throw the flag. The second one, Terry, that touchdown, that was a touchdown to Terry, man. I'm sorry. Now, yeah, this showed the overhead view, and his thigh, his hip hit the ground, but to me, it hit the ground simultaneously when the ball crossed the plane. That should have been a touchdown, right off the break. So they blew that call, and then the intentional grounding on Marcus Mariota, where he scrambled around a little bit, and the wide receiver cut in and he's supposed to cut out. He threw the ball. To me, that was just miscommunication. They called intentional grounding on that. So the referees sucked today. They were horrible, man. Jalen Lane, I mentioned it before. He dropped that touchdown pass. You got to catch those, man. Matt Gay missed another field goal today. Another one. Should we be worried? I think so. I don't know if we can depend on this guy. If we try to make a deep playoff run, this guy trying to win the game for us, whew, man, I don't know. I think we might be in trouble. Now, Coach Quinn, man, he got trucked on the sideline, but that shows the toughness of his team. It starts with the coach. Got back up, finished coaching the game with the bloody nose, man. That's football. I love Coach Quinn, man. Shout out to that guy, man. I hope he's okay. Matt Gay he did redeem himself and hit a 56-yard field goal, which was great. We needed that from this guy, man. He's up and down. He's a roller coaster. He's 50-50. So he has to clean it up. Jalen Lane, a 90-yard punt return. He looked great. I know Brian Mitchell was jumping up and down when he watched this one because he was teaching that guy in training camp, and it paid off. Jalen Lane looks great returning those punts. I love it, man. And once that guy gets more involved in the offense too, in that slot, he's going to be dangerous. Jalen Lane, that's my guy. Shout out to that guy, man. Special teams showed up today big. Debo, Jalen Lane. Besides the one kick Matt Gay missed, special teams did great. And I mentioned it before, Terry got robbed. I think he got robbed on that touchdown play. And the secondary is still a problem. They have to clean it up. And the penalties. Coach Quinn, come on, man. This team should be more disciplined than this. We should not be having this many penalties. 7 penalties with 54 yards is unacceptable. In week 3, that's stuff you doing in preseason, not week 3 in the regular season, man. We have to clean this up, no doubt about it. Who gets the credit for this victory? I'm going Marcus Mariota, man, 30%. The Mariota man. He came in, he did what he's supposed to do. He managed the game in JD5's absence, and he got us that W. The running game was back today. I give up 20%. The 3-headed monster, they did great, man. Bobby Wagner, the old guy. Now you see why he's here. I'm so glad he came back. I'm glad he didn't retire last year either, man. 20% goes to Bobby Wagner. Special teams in general, they get 20% of this, man. And Cliff Kingsbury, I give him 10% of this credit, man, because he finally started calling some plays with some double moves. I was wondering why he was doing all the underneath stuff against the Green Bay Packers and against the New York Football Giants. Finally calling some double moves, man. So shout out to Cliff Kingsbury, man. We need more of that. It's not rocket science, man. If they're playing press up close, you double move. That goes without saying. So shout out to him. 10% of the credit for this victory goes to my man Cliff Kingsbury. So who balled down on offense for the Burgundy and Gold, man? Let's take a look at the offensive stats. We're going to jump right into it. Marcus Mariota, he balled out 15 of 21, 207 yards, 1 touchdown. Only sacked 1 time. Offensive line actually played pretty well. They made some adjustments in the offensive line, and they played pretty well, man. 1 sack. That's pretty good. Rushing yards, Jeremy McNichols. He broke that long 60-yard run, and that was a beautiful thing to watch, man. 4 carries, 78 yards for that guy. Average of 19.5. Nice. Marcus Mariota, 6 carries for 40 yards. He looked great on those called quarterback runs, man. He looked pretty good, except when he fumbled on that long run. But hey, he was playing hero ball. I get it. He trying to hurdle a guy at his age. And come on, man, Marcus Mariota, stop it, man. You know, you should know better than that. Chris Rodriguez, 11 carries, 39 yards. He struggled a little bit, but 3.5 yards a carry, I'll still take that. And Bill, they got to get Bill more involved. 8 carries, 26 yards. Bill is on the verge of breaking one. Trust me when I'm telling you this. They got to get him some more touches. get him more involved in your offense, get a better rhythm with this guy, he's going to break one. I'm telling you. My man Debo, 3 carries, 18 yards. I'll take that from my man Debo any day of the week. Let's look at the receiving yards. Scary Terry, 3 receptions, 74 yards. He had that one long 56-yard catch, and they called him down at the 1-yard line. I thought that was a touchdown. I think the refs blew that call. 4 targets, though. We got to do better with that, man. 4 targets for Scary Terry. Like I said last week, he needs 10 to 12 targets per game. No question about it. Luke McCaffrey. It was a Luke McCaffrey sighting today. 3 receptions, 56 yards. He had that 1 long touchdown. I think that was a good play, but I was thinking the game was over. I thought they even thought he was probably going to just kneel down and run the clock out. But my man Luke was like, man, forget this. I got to get in the end zone. I may not never get in the end zone again. So he ran it in, man, and shout out to that guy. I would have did the same thing if it was me. Zach Ertz, 3 receptions, 38 yards. Chris Moore called him up. 2 receptions, 25 yards. Debo. I'm not sure what happened to Debo today, but listen, man, we really didn't need him today, which is fine. 2 receptions, 11 yards. We got to get my man Debo a little bit more involved in the offense, of course. Last week, he was the workhorse, and this week, I guess they gave him a week off. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, my man Bill, had 1 reception for 5 yards, and Jalen Lane, 1 reception for -2, and a touchdown drop. So the guy's a rookie, man, but, look, we'll take it easy on him for right now. But he's got to clean that up. This guy can be a problem in the slot. You saw that speed on that punt return. If you can get him in some space and get him the ball, he will be a problem. I think it's coming. Still week 3, but we'll take it easy. But this guy can be a problem for any defense. We got to get him more involved, man. So we're going to look at the defensive stats, man. Let's jump right into it. Already talked about B-Wag. 11 tackles and 2 sacks. 2 tackles for loss. That guy was all over the field, man. He looked great. I guess he got hyped because of Pete Carroll was on the other side. He wanted to show Pete Carroll that I still got it. Frankie Louvu, 7 tackles. He looked pretty good today. Deron Payne, he was a monster in the middle, man. Look at that. 6 tackles, man. 1 tackle for loss. He looked great. Doris Armstrong, he's on a nice pace with his sacks, man. He got another sack today. He has 3 for the season. At this pace, man, that dude might have 17 sacks. I hope he has 17 sacks. He had 5 tackles. That's great for that guy. Mikey, he showed out. Revo looked good at that strong safety, and I called it. I said in my pregame episode, man, I think Jeremy Reed should start at strong safety because Will Harris is struggling right now. Jeremy Reed showed in preseason. He looked good. I think this dude needs to get more reps on defense, at strong safety, no doubt. Jordan McGee, he played today. He looked pretty good. Marshawn Lattimore finally looked decent today. He looked pretty good. Noah I always show up and show out, man. That's my guy. Von Miller. We had a Von Miller sighting, man. He was 1 sack today and 2 tackles, man. I love that. No doubt. Now, look at these stats right here. Look at the guy all the way at the bottom. Yeah. Yep, that guy right there. Javon Kinlaw. 1 tackle. What's going on with this guy? I don't understand what's going on with this guy, man. I don't know. He looked great against the Giants week 1, week 2. He looked terrible. And today he looks terrible. Now, I guess he's playing a role right now, the space eater on the defensive line that's freeing up Deron Payne. I get it. But they have to figure out a way to get this guy more involved. They even said in preseason they're going to move him around all over the defensive line. Even at edge. We have yet to see that. Joe Witt. Come on, man. Let's go. Joe Witt. Is he the problem on defense? Our struggles? I don't know. I hate to blame that guy, but he is the defensive coordinator. Let's go. Let's get it going, man. Let's go. So hopefully my man Joe Witt can figure out a way to jumpstart this defense. We got to get going, man. The communication errors in the secondary and the lack of production from the biggest free agent that you brought in the offseason, Javon Kinlaw. Come on, Joe Witt, man. Let's get this thing going. So let's take a look at the special team stats. It's been a while since we looked at special teams, and they played great today. I give them an A today. Their special team grade today is an A, no doubt. Debo, already talked about it, 93 yards, man. Look at that. That's great. Luke McCaffrey even came in and had 25 yards on a kickoff return. Punt returns, Jalen Lane, 127 total, man. He had that one long run for 90 yards and that touchdown, man. Almost jumped out my chair, man. That was amazing. I love to see that from that guy. Matt Gay, 2 for 3. Yeah, he hit that 156-yarder, but he also missed a bunny. And you can't miss bunnies, man. Not from your field goal kicker. We need this guy to be more reliable, and he has to clean it up. I'm not sure what his problem is right now, but it could be the snap. It could be the holder. Maybe they just haven't started gelling yet. I don't know, but they got to figure it out. Trustway, the punter, he's a Pro Bowl punter, man. Averaged 46 yards a punt today. Man, Trustway, that's my guy, man. That's a Pro Bowler. I'm not too worried about Trustway at all. So, the Burgundy and Gold got the W today. Put a 41 on the Raiders. Everybody's kind of worried about the Raiders. I was a little worried too, but I knew he was going to win this game. Even with the Mariota, man, I knew he was going to get this W. I just didn't know he was going to put up 41. So let's take a look at the team stats. Look at the Burgundy and Gold, man. 400 total yards a day. That's great. 1 turnover from the Mariota, man. 17 first downs. Penalties. That's a problem. We got to clean this up. 7 of 54. We have to clean this up, man. Third down, we was 5 of 10. We didn't even go for it on 4th down at all. We didn't need to. In the red zone, we was 2 for 3. And time of possession, we held the ball for 28 minutes against the Raiders 31. So it was a nice all-around game for the Burgundy and Gold today. It was a nice victory, man. Special teams, offense, and defense for the most part actually showed up. Let's take a look at some of the game leaders in this game. You already know the Mariota man showed out. 15 of 21 with 1 touchdown. Now look at Geno Smith numbers. Now, some of that is misleading. 289, he had 3 touchdowns, but 2 of those touchdowns are on blown communication errors in the secondary. 2 of those touchdowns. Our defensive line, they held my man Genty in check. 63 yards on 17 carries. That's not good at all, man. And the defensive line against the run has been playing a lot better since last season. Now look at the receiving yards. Scary Terry 74. He had that one long catch. When he had 4 targets, though, we got to get this guy more involved. Terry should be putting up 100 yards a game easily, especially against a team like the Raiders. Now look at this guy named for the Raiders, Tucker, 145, 3 touchdowns. Come on, man, he look like Lynn Swan out there, man. It's crazy that our defensive secondary is struggling like this. It makes 0 sense to me. They have got to figure out a way to clean this up, man. I'm not sure what's going on. Sacks, Max Crosby, they pretty much held him in check. Now, he was disruptive. He only had 1 sack and 7 tackles, but he wreaked more havoc than the stats show. He was actually kind of balling out, the holding penalties and that kind of stuff on our right tackle. And, hey, listen, man, we'll clean that up. That guy's struggling right now, but he's going up against some of the best edge rushers in the game in the first 3 weeks of the season. I think it's going to get easier for him as time goes on. So I would say my suggestion is don't pull him just yet. Let him take his lumps. B-Wag, 2 sacks, and the tackling leader for the Burgundy Gold, of course, was Bobby Wagner with 11 tackles, 6 solo tackles, man. Great work. Now, I talked about Geno Smith numbers and how I think those numbers are a little inflated just because our secondary was blowing coverage. As you can see right here, Trey Tucker, a 5'8" receiver, man. He out there looking like Randy Moss, the second coming of Randy Moss, man. 145 on 8 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Then he gave up a long 61-yard touchdown play to this guy. Mikey Sanders still was covering him. He thought he had help deep. He passed him off, and the guy was wide open. That should never happen, man. I think this is a Joe Whitt problem, if you ask me, and he has got to figure out a way to clean this up. Look at Myers, their number 1 wide receiver. They kind of held him in check, but the secondary again. Communication error, gave up a long 45-yard pass to this guy. If you erase that, they shut him down. So let's give out some game balls, man. Who deserves some game balls? You already know Bobby Wagner is going to get a game ball for me today. 11 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, and the special teams. Debo Samuel's 93 total yards, the longest, the 69-yard kickoff return, man. That was amazing. And Jalen Lane, the rookie, 127 yards, the long 90-yard, that long touchdown run. That guy right there deserves a game ball. No doubt about it. Wide receiver Jalen Lane. So, hey, listen, man, I'm happy about this game. I'm kind of stoked. We needed this W, man. Now, that's the good. You know, we got to talk about the bad, too, on Commanders Talk. Those are the game balls. Who gets them trash can awards? I'm going with my man, Matt Gay, of course. Missed the 37-yard field goal to Buddy. Come on, Matt Gay. What are you doing, man? You missing kicks every game. We're going to need this guy down the stretch. You got to do better. The refs, 3 terrible calls. All the referees need to be fired. They were horrible, man. They called a horrible game today. They all stunk. And my man Joe Witt Jr. I gotta give him a trash can award, man, because listen, he's a defensive coordinator. He gotta figure out a way to get these guys communicating better in the secondary. He's got to get Javon Kinlaw more involved. He's got to get Jordan McGee more involved, and he should start Jeremy Reeves next week against the Falcons. So defensive coordinator Joe Witt Jr., you get a trash can award this week, baby. So there you have it, man. That's the end of this episode. And don't forget, we got a game 7 days away. We take on the Atlanta Falcons, week 4. The 2-1 Commanders versus the 1-2 Falcons. Michael Penix Jr., their quarterback, against Jaden Daniels. He should be back next Sunday, man. September 28th, 1 p.m. game, just 7 days away on CBS. Be there, consider yourself a square, man. You better be there and watch that game. I know I'll be there. We're going to get that W. We're going to go 3-1. Man, the Commanders are starting to wake up. This is Commanders football, and it looks good. I like what I'm seeing right now for the Burgundy and Gold, man. All right, that's in this episode, Burgundy and Gold Nation, man. Get in that comment section. Let me know, was you excited about this W? How you feel about this win, man? Let me know in that comment section. Also, if you could bang the like button, bang the notification bell, man, please subscribe, man. This channel needs your support. And if you made it in this episode, salute.